listen to my song. Hang about, arms out, dum-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. Now, of course, the song is actually a little bit longer than that. We're going to make it a little bit longer than that. But I'm also going to say it instead of sing it. So we'll be speaking it in class as an echo song. So I'll say, hang about, and you respond, hang about. Oh, by the way, we're going to do the motions as well. They go like this. Hang about, arms out, dum-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. And dum-diddy-dum we do together. Let's try it. Dum-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. One more time. Dum-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. All right, here we go. From the beginning, I'll go, you go with the echo, and we'll do the motions together. Hang about, arms out, dum-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. Hang about, arms out, feet apart, dum-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. Hang about, arms out, feet apart, knees bent, dum-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. Hang about, arms out, feet apart, knees bent, knees together, dum-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. Hang about, arms out, feet apart, knees bent, knees together, bumper out, dum-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. Hang about, arms out, feet apart, knees bent, knees together, bumper out, tongue out, lum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum-dum-dum. Musicians, this instrument is called an autoharp. An autoharp is a member of the string family. You notice there's lots of different strings on the autoharp. But what makes this instrument interesting is that it has letters down here. Those are our chords. Chords are when we play more than one note at the same time and it makes a pretty sound. Now, if I were to just strum this instrument like it is, it almost sounds a little scary, doesn't it? But when I press down these buttons, I get a beautiful chord. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sonne la mattina, ding ding dong, ding ding dong. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous. translated like this. Would you echo, please? Are you sleeping? Brother John. Morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong. Listen to the song one more time in French. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sonne la mattina, ding, ding, dong, ding, ding, dong. Hello, musicians, I'd like to sing a song, but it's not one for you to sing along, because I am making this very, very song up as I go along. Musicians, sometimes I just love to just sing for no reason, just make up a song as I'm going along. So what I do sometimes is I'll look around me and I'll go, I can sing about that. Sometimes as I'm saying bye to kids as they're leaving at car riders, I'll sing, goodbye, have a good night, see you tomorrow. And I'll just make up little melodies to sing. You know what? I think I want to do that right now. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to see if we can find 3 things to sing about. Let's go. Here is my first stop at a tennis court. It's green and it has white lines. There is a net that's black and white. I bet people hit the ball over the net. The next thing I see is a basketball hoop. I bet you take a ball and throw it through that hoop. I bet it's lots of fun to see the basketball fall down and bounce and bounce and bounce and then roll on the ground. The next thing that I found is a yellow little cone. It looks like something Coach would use to put down on the ground, but I bet that I could put it on my hand and make a bracelet if my hand were small, like yours. I also bet that this cone has been run over by the lawnmower because it's got a rip right there. I bet somewhere you could use this as a hat, but I'm not going to do that because it's been out on the grass. And that's it for today, our 3 things that we found when we walked outside and seen what's around. Well, musicians, that was fun to go out and walk around. Now it's your turn. Can you find 3 things as you're looking around and sing about the thing you found? I see you fill in the blank. So look around, find 3 things you see, and then sing about that thing and tell me something about it. So not just sing, I see a drum, but then tell me something about it. I see a drum and I play rhythms on it. I see a guitar and I strum it just like this. I see a piano and I play chords like this. And that's my 3 things for today. Come up with something fun and exciting. And if you see me, don't forget, sing hello, hello, or goodbye. As I was was on my way to work this morning, I was thinking, today just feels like a bubble day. So I stopped and I got a big container of bubbles. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to grab that container of bubbles and I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to give everybody a bubble. Now, would you take your hand and hold it out like this? And I'm going to blow bubbles around the room. And as it falls, I just want you to catch a bubble on your hand. Okay, here we go. Now be very careful not to pop your bubble. Excellent. Now, as you catch your bubble, I want you to gently hold it in your hand. Okay? Now, remember, if you pop your bubble, you're not going to have a bubble anymore. Okay? So take good care of your bubble. We're going to take that bubble and we're going to raise it high up into the air. And then we're going to let it go. And we're going to follow it with our finger. Bubbles fall so gently and so smoothly. We're going to follow it all the way down to about our knees, and then we're gently going to catch it. Very good. Now, can you roll that bubble over into the other hand? And same thing, you're going to take it high up into the air, even a little bit higher, as high as you can get it, and drop it, and let it fall to the ground. Now, this time, we're going to let it go to where it almost touches the ground. And then just slide your hand under it right before it hits the ground. Very good. Now bring it back up. Now would you take your bubble and you're going to throw your bubble from one hand into the other hand. And catch it. Now it's going to go very slow because it's a bubble. And they float very slowly. And back. Very nice. Very nice. Now, would you take your bubble and you're going to put it gently in your hand and you're going to reach in your back pocket. And in your back pocket you have a tiny little straw. Now I'm going to take my tiny little straw and very gently put it inside the bubble. And now I'm going to blow my bubble up. But I'm going to use very gentle air because if I blow too hard, what happens? My bubble pops. Go, gentle air. Oh, very nice. My bubble got a little bit bigger. Wow, it's getting bigger and bigger. Wow, my bubble's very, very big. Gently take that straw out and put it back in your pocket. Now you have a huge bubble in front of you. What I'd like for you to do is gently climb into your bubble. Very gentle so we don't pop it. Wonderful. Now in your back pocket, both back pockets, you have a paintbrush. So would you take those paintbrushes out and it's your favorite color. And you're going to paint the inside of your bubble your favorite color. Now I'm going to go very smooth with my paintbrushes because if I don't, what happens? You're right, my bubble pops. Now don't forget that the bubble has a side and a bottom and another side and the top, and don't forget the back of your bubble. All around your bubble needs to be painted. Then take your paintbrushes, put them back in your back pocket. Don't worry, you won't get paint on your pocket. Now we're going to take our bubble and we're going to gently roll forward one step in our bubble. Okay? Gently roll your bubble forward one step. Very good. Now we're going to roll it forward one more step. Careful not to pop it. Very good. Now we're going to roll our bubble back one step. And another step to where we started. Now we're going to carefully step out of our bubble. take your bubble and grab it, and it's going to start shrinking and getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it fits back in your hand. Take it all the way up as high as you can get it, close to the ceiling. Drop it and let it float all the way down. Now you have a choice. You can either catch your bubble and let it sit on your shoulder all day long, or you can let it touch the ground and pop. I'm going to catch mine and put it right there on my shoulder so I have it with me all day today.
Mother Goonie Bird had 7 chicks. 7 chicks had Mother Goonie Bird, and they couldn't walk and they couldn't talk, but they all could go like this. One wing. Mother Goonie Bird had 7 chicks. 7 chicks had Mother Goonie Bird, and they couldn't walk and they couldn't talk, but they all could go like this. Both wings. Mother Goonie Bird had 7 chicks. 7 chicks had Mother Goonie Bird, and they couldn't walk and they couldn't talk, but they all could go like this. Now you're hooked. Mother Goonie Bird had 7 chicks. 7 chicks had Mother Goonie Bird, and they couldn't walk and they couldn't talk, but they all could go like this. Both feet. Mother Goonie Bird had 7 chicks. 7 chicks had Mother Goonie Bird, and they couldn't walk and they couldn't talk, but they all could go like this. Now your head. Mother Goonie Bird had 7 chicks. 7 chicks had Mother Goonie Bird, and they couldn't walk and they couldn't talk, but they all could go like this. Sit down.
Let's keep a steady beat. Now, let's take that steady beat and let's put it into groups of 2. 2 here, 2 there, 2 here, 2 there, 2 here, 2 there, 2 here, 2 there. Now let's move that to another part of our body. Let's put it here. Keep the steady beat first. Now let's move it and put it into groups of 2. 2 here, 2 there, 2 here, 2 there, 2 here, 2 there, 2 here, 2 there. Now let's move it to the other arm. Keeping it steady. 2 here, 2 there, 2 here, 2 there. Now let's keep the beat in groups of 2 with classical music. see, who said he could do more work in a day than his wife could do in 3. If that be so, the old woman said, why this you must allow, that you shall do my work for a day while I go drive the plow. But you must milk the tiny cow for fear she should go dry, and you must feed the little pigs that are within the sty, and you must watch the bracket hen lest she should lay astray, and you must wind the reel of yarn that I spun yesterday. The old woman took the staff in her hand and went to drive the plow. The old man took the pail in his hand and went to milk the cow. But Tiny hinched and Tiny flinched and Tiny cocked her nose, and Tiny gave the old man such a kick that blood ran down to his toes. 'Twas hey my good cow, and ho my good cow, and now my good cow stand still. If ever I milk this cow again, 'twill be against my will. And when it milked the tiny cow for fear she should go dry, well then he fed the little pigs that were within the sty. And then he watched the bracket hen lest she should lay astray, but he forgot the reel of yarn his wife spun yesterday. He swore by all the leaves on the trees and all the stars in heaven that his wife could do more work in a day than he could do in 7. Yes, his wife could do more work in a day than he